welcome to another video. Yes, it's snowing, yes, we're running, and it's a glorious day to have a glorious day, isn't it? Hope everyone else is doing well. Better check for crossing the road. But we're just out on a small, easy run along the river, and I thought I'd bring you along. Yeah, so that news yesterday was pretty big news. I'm super happy, stoked, chuffed, whatever you want to say about it. Really pleased. Happy to now, if you haven't seen it, I'm a Clif Bar family athlete. So I'm an ambassador for the brand now. And yeah, I mean, so many levels. I'm super happy about it. And I wouldn't put my brand or me, I'm not a brand, but my being in line with something I didn't kind of believe in. You can probably see that through all my videos anyway, but we talked about that yesterday. So super happy about that, and I'm super happy to finally have shared it with everyone, because it's been a while in the making and I wanted to share and tell with everyone. So for today's video, one of the main topics I wanted to sort of touch on is training camps for your races, for your running. And they're super useful, super good, can be super fun as well. I'll just go through the basics of why, where, when, everything like that. But we'll do that back at home in the comfort of a warm house and some porridge and a computer, where it makes it a little bit easier to sort of show and explain. But for now, let's enjoy the outdoors, enjoy the run, enjoy life, and hope you're all doing great, obviously, as always. Just a couple of things I wanted to say. First of all, shoe choice for today. I chose these Speedgoat 2s, an old pair of Speedgoat 2s which I've got, and reason why is first of all, I find the Speedgoat series of shoes the most comfortable shoe I've ever run in. So, you know, I really love that shoe, and I don't run in it all the time because obviously running on asphalt, there's no need to run on trail shoes, and it's good to have a bit of variety on what shoes you run in. But also the other reason is because these are an old pair of trail shoes. They've been worn out. This cushioning's gone a little bit flat. But what I would suggest is keep your old shoes for these very reasons, where you know you don't want to ruin your best trail shoes that you are trying to not wear out the tread on it, or for whatever reason, or you can leave them at work or your parents' house or wherever. So on that off occasion where you sort of think, hey, I'm going to go and run, but you don't have your running shoes, or you want a pair of trail shoes or whatever type of shoes it is, you've got a pair readily handy. Rather than throwing them away, do that, or you know, obviously recycle them, give them to charity if there is a charity willing to take an old beaten up pair of shoes, because your shoes should be beaten up. They should have gone through some tough times, just like your body will have. But yeah, I just wanted to share those little things. And as you can see, we're here at this, it's called like a gartano in Finnish, which I think is like a mansion or something, I don't know. But we're here and we're going to continue running. You say that you're sorry. We turn the page and make up. Our broken trust got you haunted. I just thought, actually, wait, let's wipe this. Look at the river. Can you see it all starting to, well, it started to freeze over the last couple of days. And it's all like in little blocks of ice and covered with snow. Pretty cool. You can't walk on it or ice skate on it, but it's always really nice to see the river freeze up. And in previous winters it's been completely like really solid, and that you can actually, some people have cleared it with like a shovel, and you can go ice skating on it. It's pretty cool. I just heard it crack actually, because obviously the water is completely flowing underneath it, but let's try and hear if we can hear it again. No luck. Right, battery's about to die, so let's catch up back inside. So we upgraded the porridge to a smoothie, or is it downgraded? I don't know. They're both just as good from each other, but as you saw, spinach, blueberries, dates, almond milk, and some chia seeds. Really good. But as I said, I wanted to talk to you quickly about the importance of kind of like having a training camp and such. So depending obviously how serious you are taking an event or something, even if you're not doing an event, a training camp just for the fun of it can be a really fun way to spend a holiday, find and discover new places, and connect with new people as well. That's an awesome thing about running. So I've got my big race in July, which is at Val d'Aran by UTMB, 160 kilometers with 10,000 meters of vertical gain. And I really need to surround myself with that kind of same scenery, terrain in a way. Obviously here in Finland I've got some challenges, but it's pretty flat in southern Finland, so going to the mountains is a really good thing to get used to. A, altitude, B, terrain, C, just get mentally prepared and everything. So Emma and I have decided in May we're probably going to go and spend 3 weeks over in Chamonix in the mountains. It's a really good hub, and I'm thinking on a kind of cost-effective way as well. Chamonix is a perfect place because you can take a flight directly pretty much to Geneva from here in Helsinki, and you can take public transport to Chamonix. So no need to rent a car, and there's an abundance of trails around you, and the town's a pretty cool place as well. If you haven't seen, I'll link down below, or let's put the card over here. Actually, it's there. Some of my weekend away in Chamonix when I did training camp last year in August, I think. So what ways to sort of look up for a training camp? These are the things that I do. I go on Airbnb for accommodation. I have a little look around what is cheap, what is reasonable in certain periods, what's availability. Then I base that on and just say, okay, yeah, I've got some good prices and some things in those times. And then I'll go on to Skyscanner and have a look on Skyscanner for flights for that whole month. That's one thing I do. I don't look specific dates. I'll try and look at the whole month and try and see when the cheapest flights are, or like most, dare I say, economical, that it's a direct flight rather than taking 3 flights somewhere. Obviously flying is not economical anyway, but you know, try to be the most economical as possible as you can be. So if you're not sure where you want to go running or spend your training camp or something, ways to look up for it, for suitable routes and destinations where there's a lot of trails, like I'm talking on as a trail runner or as a runner, is using resources like Moves Count, Strava, heat maps and things like that. They can be extremely useful, and you can find local routes from local people. And if you look at the heat map, obviously it shows where the most run or used routes are, and you can figure out of a network of different trails that you might be able to go on. Another useful resource on that sort of thing is when you're looking at them, you can see they've listed it as and it might say, I don't know, Trans-Gran Canaria 46 kilometer route, or the Nuxio Classic 21 kilometers. There is none race like that, but you get what I mean. Look at small events in the local area around there, find some races, and then you can just find and do them trails. You can maybe only do like the 10 kilometers on it or whatever. You can find some awesome trails from doing that, because obviously race organizers, they pick the nicest of routes or the most accessible, easy, common places, and that's really good and useful. Talking about heat maps and such, another great thing which I love about Strava, I'm a big Strava fan, is that they have all the segments as well. And that's also a really great way to see, you know, look at the segments. You know, we're not all going to try and get the KOMs and stuff. I'm not saying it for that reason, but to see how popular they are, because that means where there's a lot of activity, a lot of people are on them trails or running routes, and it's probably a nice place to go or a good place to do a certain type of effort. And you can also connect with them and sort of reach out and say, or drop a comment on the file saying, hey, that activity looks super awesome, would you say it's good to do it in May? You know, it's great that we can reach out, and as much as I don't like modern technology sometimes, because I find it disturbs us too much from, you know, really living life and being out in nature and human connections, it can also bring us together, and it's the beauty of it that we can meet people across the world when we're, you know, in different locations and connect on something where we've got a common in love. And you never know, you might meet up, make a new friendship, go for dinner together. It might even be love, you know, whatever. It does have its benefits, so check it out. That's a good tip from me. Well done, Mark. Thanks for the tip. So yeah, that's why I'll be doing a training camp in May. It's also a nice excuse to go on holiday and do the things that I love. Really looking forward to it. I'm going to spend my day today booking some of these things in and doing a little bit more research. I really do appreciate you watching the video. I'm a little bit wet now from obviously the run. I'm going to go and grab a shower and finish this smoothie. But cheers, thanks for watching, really do appreciate it. Do leave a comment, got any questions down below. I'll be more than happy to get back to you. And have a great day, evening, morning or night, whenever you're watching this video. See you.